Well, good morning or good evening, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel and to my basement. For this video, I am going to make an improvement to my work area, but rather than try to describe it, let me just turn the camera around and show you. What you see now is my main basement work area. I have another one over here. This one is used solely for testing my turnouts, but this one has to serve for everything else. Now, as you can see, I have a scenery project going on right now. I'm building a small diorama for somebody. I did start that project outside in the workshop, but the problem is that we've had so much rain recently that the humidity was too high for everything to dry. So I had to bring it inside. And with the nature of scenery work, most of the time is waiting for things to dry, preventing me from getting on with other projects. Now if I step back and show you the extent of this room in my basement, you can see that I do have quite a large area available. Now I did some measurements yesterday and discovered that I have room to put in a 4-foot by 16-foot table in this area here. So I've just got back from Lowe's with some lumber and some sawhorses, and I'm going to get organised. This small workbench will have to go, but then I'm going to be replacing it with one 6 times the size. If we turn the camera around once more, and turn the light on so we can see, my truck is parked just the other side of those doors. So let me set the camera down and get everything unloaded. For this project, I bought 2 8x4 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood. Now this is the furniture grade plywood. I don't know why, but for some reason or other, the crappy construction grade 3-ply is more expensive than this at the moment. Construction materials have just gone through the roof in the last few months, almost quadrupling in price, but for some reason or other, this hasn't gone up very much at all. So ironically, the good stuff ends up less expensive than the crappy stuff. And the plan is to use a couple of 2x4 stiffeners and sawhorses for legs. Now I bought 2 different types of sawhorse because I'm not quite sure which one is going to be best. I got these cobalt ones at Lowe's, and I bought these at Harbor Freight. Now I know Harbor Freight has a reputation for cheap and low quality tools, but these boxes are significantly heavier than the plastic ones at Lowe's. So maybe they're better quality. And they were the same price. So I bought both sets, and I'm just going to return whichever ones I don't use. So let me open up those boxes, take a look, and then I'll make my choice. Well, it turns out that the Harbor Freight ones require a lot of assembly, and this was supposed to be a really quick project. I wanted to be done by now. And since the cobalt plastic ones are plenty sturdy enough, I'm just going to use those. Well, a few minutes have passed, and here the frame is done. It's very basic. Just spliced the 2x4s together in the middle. I bought 2 10-footers and 2 8-footers. I probably should have made sure that the overlap was more than 2 feet, but I didn't. Hopefully it is, otherwise the ribs are going to stick out the ends and I'll just have to cut them off. Well, that didn't take very long. My work table is now finished. I now have another 64 square feet of work area, so I can get on with multiple projects simultaneously without having to wait to finish one first. I didn't put it symmetrically on the ribs, the idea being that I wanted to be able to get these drawer packs underneath them at the back edge. Here they are, really convenient for where I'm going to be building my turnouts, because this is still my primary work area for turnouts, and I'm going to move my scenery projects over to this bench here. Anyway, I know this was a trivial project, but I'm hoping there's still some people out there that would appreciate it, so I decided to make a video anyway. Well, here is my new workbench the following day. I've already started putting some projects out on it. I've already completed one project in this corner. I built a freight car load for the first time in forever. I've got my turnout testing area, and I'm using this end for a scenery project right now. But anyway, I now have plenty of room to work on multiple projects at the same time, and I can clear off my old bench here and use this for turnout building again, like I have been. So that is all for this video. I hope it was interesting. Hope you found it useful, or at least enjoyable, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.